Tyrone Johnson and Tandy Bowen meet in New York City as runaways. Tyrone is a 17-year-old boy from Boston, Massachusetts, with a stutter who ran away from his struggling parents to New York City when his speech impediment prevented him from stopping his friend from being shot by the police, who mistakenly believed he had just robbed a store. Tandy is a 16-year-old girl from a privileged upbringing who ran away because her multimillionaire mother was too busy with the supermodel career and social life to spend time with her daughter. When they meet, Tyrone considers stealing Tandy's purse, but before he can, a thief steals it and Tyrone retrieves it for her. Afterwards, they have dinner and quickly become friends. When naive Tandy accepts an offer of shelter from some strange men, wary Tyrone goes along to protect her. The two teens are soon forcibly delivered to Simon Marshall, a criminal chemist who's developing a synthetic heroin for Silvermane and the Maggia, with tests on runaway teens that have fatal results. Johnson and Bone surviving injections of the drug, and they flee. During their escape, the drug turns them into superpowered beings. Tyrone finds himself engulfed in darkness and seized by a strange hunger that eases in the presence of Tandy, who now glows with the brilliant light. Tyrone tries to hide his shadowy appearance in a makeshift cloak by absorbing Marshall's thugs into a darkness, while Tandy strikes them down with daggers of light. Cloak and Dagger started out as merciless vigilantes, killing Marshall despite the interference of Silk, who saw the duo as misguided innocents and gradually became their friend. After ill-fated assassination attempts on crime lord Silvermane and Persuasion, Dagger became less ruthless and tried to steer Cloak in a similar direction. However, since his power compelled him to consume living beings, Cloak found it more difficult to follow this gentler path, even though Dagger's light could satisfy his hunger temporarily. The duo eventually learned that they were mutants themselves, and that Marshall's drug had awakened their latent powers. After some searching, Cloak and Dagger eventually found a warehouse that sold the drug that enhanced their mutant gene, as they land down and find Carl Malice, as he reveals that he was the one who ordered Marshall to abduct individuals to experiment on them, so he can traffic superhumans in the black market and sell them to the highest bidder. Enraged, the two attacked Malice as he activates a suit called the Ramshot Armor and fights back. But he gets beaten by the two heroes as Carl cowers before them. But to his surprise and dismay, they spare his life as they bring him to prison. Sometime later, Cloak and Dagger look across the streets as they vow to protect the streets of New York.